Good morning to my all dear students. Welcome back to Atma Green School. Jai Saminarayan. Today is Standard 9th, Book Civics, Chapter 5, Working of Institutions. In my previous class, I had already finished with this lesson. Okay, so a small summary of this lesson, that is, in a democracy, the rulers have to work with and within institution, and in this process they come across three institutions: legislature, executive and judiciary, that play a key role in major decisions. A major policy decision is taken through a government order. An order issued by the government is called office memorandum. The majority decisions involve some major functionaries of our country. They include the president, the prime minister and the parliament. Parliament is a set of people who are regularly elected by the people directly or indirectly. The upper house or Rajya Sabha is indirectly elected and performs special functions. The lower house or Lok Sabha is directly elected by the people and exercises the real power on behalf of the people. The Constitution of India gives some special powers to Rajya Sabha, but the Lok Sabha exercises supreme power on most matters. Executives take day-to-day decisions but do not exercise supreme power on the behalf of people, because that is exercised by the Lok Sabha. There are two categories of executive. One is permanent executive and the second is political executive. Okay, मैं इसका difference explain करती हूँ. What is permanent and political? That is, first I go to political executive. Political executive is elected by the people for specific period. Political leaders are political executive. He or she is answerable to the people. We go to permanent executive. Permanent executive are appointed on a long-term basis. Civil servants are the permanent executives and they are answerable to the government. Then the political executive is more powerful than the permanent executive. Then the prime minister is the head of the government and actually exercises all the government powers. The Council of Ministers is the official name for the body that includes cabinet ministers, ministers of state with independent charge and ministers of state. एक तो है minister of state with independent charges and second ministers of state. The president is the head of the state and exercises only nominal powers. The president is indirectly elected by an electoral college in accordance with the system of proportional representatives. All the courts at different level, yani district level, subordinate level, high court, supreme court, that is at the top. All the courts at the different levels in a country put together is called integrated judiciary. The powers and the independence of the judiciary allow it to act as the guardian of the fundamental rights and duties. इसलिए अगर people is not satisfied or is hurt by the government decisions, so the people can knock the doors of Supreme Court under public interest litigation. Anyone can approach the courts if public interest is hurt by the action of government through this PIL, that is public interest litigation. फोन किया? शायद मत खा लेना. Next we go to page number 80 of your text. Is every office memorandum a major political decision? If not, what made the memorandum? वहाँ पे लिखा है वो memorandum का पूरा SCT, that is dated 13th August 1990 different. It's a huge answers. जो बहुत long answers होंगे, it is difficult for me to dictate. You will get this in your text. Next, page number 82. Who did what in this case of reservations for backward classes? Okay, that is Supreme Court upheld reservations as valid. Cabinet took the decisions to give 27% job reservations. President made formal announcement about this decision. Government officials implemented the decision by issuing an order. Then question 3. Which institutions are at work in the running of your school? Would it be better if one person alone took all the decisions regarding management of your school? ये पॉसिबल है कि एक ही बंदा पूरे स्कूल को, पूरे इंस्टीट्यूट को या पूरे इंडस्ट्री को या कंपनी को चला सकता है? इम्पॉसिबल. तो सेम वे हमारी इंडिया कंट्री को चलाने के लिए कितनी गवर्नमेंट चाहिए, है ना, कितने लेवल्स है. एक स्टेट को ही चलाने के लिए इतनी गवर्नमेंट है और इंडिया को चलाने के लिए सो मैनी पीपल. देन पेज 84. What is the point in having so much debate and discussion in the parliament when we know that the view of the ruling party is going to prevail? Then question number 5. When the parliament is in session, there is a special program every day on Doordarshan about the proceedings in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Watch the proceedings or read about them in the newspapers and note the following. Powers of the two houses of parliament, this is there in your text. Role of the speaker, role of the opposition. Role of the speaker yani Lok Sabha. Okay. Then page number 89. Why does the textbook refer to the president as she? Have we ever had a women president in our country? Yes. Pratibha Devi Singh Patil हमारी ओनली प्रेसिडेंट थी और शी वॉज अ 12th president और she had served our country from July 2007 till July 2012. Okay, then what is the better for democracy? A prime minister who can do whatever the wishes, or prime minister who needs to consult other leaders and parties? Both are not better for the democracy. इसका भी रीजन है, you will get in the text. Then page 92. Why are people allowed to go to courts against the government decisions through public interest litigation? Because नहीं satisfied है. जरूरी नहीं है कि हम सभी लॉ गवर्नमेंट के माने, कहीं हम अप्रूवल नहीं करते हैं. Okay, so one has to go. अगर उनके फंडामेंटल राइट्स से उन्हें वायलेट किया जा रहा है, so we people have full right to knock the doors of the Supreme Court. Then question 9. Give one reason each to argue that Indian judiciary is independent with respect to appointment of judges, removal of judges, and powers of the judiciary. Then next exercises तो मैंने आपके साथ शेयर की थी. Okay, I had solved such exercise. मुझे लगता है मैंने आपके साथ किया हुआ है ये exercise. Yes, in my previous class. Okay. So see, I will start with this Fill in the blanks. The government of India had appointed the Second Backward Classes Commission in 1979. Dash became the Prime Minister after the Lok Sabha election of 1989. VP Singh. Dash is the highest forum of discussion and debate on public issues and national policy in any country. Parliament. Dash are elected by the people for a specific period. Political executive. Permanent executive are also known as civil servants. Okay, then is very short answers. What does SEBC stand for? Socially and educationally backward classes. SEBC. Socially and educationally backward classes. Which political institutions take all important policy decisions? The Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Who is the final authority for making laws in any country? The Parliament. What is Lok Sabha? Lok Sabha is the lower house of the Indian Parliament, which is directly elected by the people and exercises the real power on behalf of the people. I repeat, Lok Sabha is the lower house of the Indian Parliament, which is directly elected by the people and exercises the real power on behalf of the people. Then, in which house of Parliament a money bill can be introduced? A money bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. In what ways Lok Sabha exercises supreme power over Rajya Sabha? Lok Sabha exercises more powers on money matter, and during the joint session, final decision is taken by Lok Sabha because of its large number of members. Okay, I repeat, Lok Sabha exercises more powers on money matter, and during the joint session, final decision is taken by Lok Sabha because of its large number of members. Next, can the houses of the Parliament be dissolved? Rajya Sabha is a permanent house, so it cannot be dissolved, whereas Lok Sabha can be dissolved. When does a bill become a law? A bill becomes a law after it is passed by both houses of Parliament and assent given by the President. How are the members of the Council of Ministers appointed? The members of Council of Ministers are appointed by the President on the advice of Prime Ministers. Who is the highest executive authority of India? The President is the highest executive authority of India. Okay. Then we go to three legislative powers of the President of India are. First, the President is not a member of either house of the Parliament, but she is an integral part of the legislative process. She plays an important role in making of laws. The president has the power to dissolve the Lok Sabha. She can summon, बुला सकती है वो, joint sitting of both the houses of parliament. मेंबर नहीं है फिर भी ये सब nominal powers है उनके पास. The president has the power to send messages to either house of the parliament, either regarding any pending bill or any other matter. अच्छा, President of India also can declare 3 types of emergencies: national emergency, state emergency, and financial emergency is declared. That is, national emergency is declared by Parliament due to the war, external aggression, or armed rebellion in whole of India or a part of its territory. Then state emergency is also declared by the president due to the breakdown of constitutional machinery in a state. बंद का ऐलान. Financial emergency is declared when the financial stability or credibility of India is threatened. Then the President of India may issue a proclamation of financial emergency. Then the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. The strength of Lok Sabha is 552, out of which 2 members are nominated by the president. The tenure of Lok Sabha is 5 years. The house can be dissolved before the expiry of the tenure. Now we go to Rajya Sabha. The members of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected by the members of the legislative assemblies. The Rajya Sabha can have a maximum of 250 members, out of which 12 are nominated by the president. The tenure of Rajya Sabha members is 6 years, but 1/3 members retire after every 2 years. It cannot be dissolved. It is a permanent house. See, one important question is the Prime Minister is the head of the government. Justify the statement. Then describe the powers of the Supreme Court. Who appoint the Council of Ministers and who can be included in it? Mention any 2 functions of the Council of Ministers. What is Council of Ministers? How are they appointed? What features of judiciary make it most powerful in the world? Why does judiciary enjoy high level of confidence among people with reference to public interest litigation? Why should political executive have more power than that of the permanent one? Describe the role of President of India in appointment of the Prime Minister. Students, so this was chapter 5, that is working of institutions. Pretty good lesson. आप जब भी इसके बुक कंप्लीट करो, स्टार्ट राइटिंग द क्वेश्चन आंसर्स, मेक अ फ्लो चार्ट. देखो आपको फ्लो चार्ट कैसे बनाना है. देखो मैं बताती हूँ आपको. सी, द फर्स्ट इज आप हेडिंग लिखोगे वर्किंग ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशंस. बिलो दैट यू विल राइट अभी भी मेन हेडिंग है, प्रोसेस ऑफ टेकिंग अ मेजर पॉलिसी डिसीजंस. तो फॉलोइंग प्रोसेसेस है. ओके, प्रोसेस ऑफ टेकिंग अ मेजर पॉलिसी डिसीजन. उसमें है फर्स्ट, अ गवर्नमेंट ऑर्डर. It is divided into issuing of government order, controversy over the order, appeal to stop implementation of order, and last, court's intervention and modifications in order. Okay, that was under a government order flow chart. Next heading is the decision makers. It is further divided into three: president, prime minister and parliament. Then comes Mandal commission report. बस ये एक huge paragraph है. Then comes need for political institutions. उसमें भी है, the prime minister and the cabinet are institutions that take all important policy decisions. The civil servants working together are responsible for taking steps to implement the ministers. The Supreme Court is an institution where disputes between citizens and the government are finally settled. Then comes the parliament. Parliament and next topic. Under that, parliament is further divided into first, need of parliament. Second, two houses of parliament. Third, special powers of Lok Sabha over Rajya Sabha. Next is political executive. It is divided into political executive and permanent executive. Okay. Then prime minister, powers of prime minister, council of ministers, cabinet form of government. Then president, appointment of the president, powers of the president, limitation on the powers of the president. Then the judiciary के अंदर independence of judiciary, appointment and removal of judges, role of the Supreme Court and High Court, or last, judiciary as the highest authority. So students, if you make a flow chart of this lesson, बहुत easily you will be able to understand और आपको पढ़ने में मजा आएगा. Okay. So with this, I wrap up my class here.